Hi, my name is Kelly. Welcome to the Partnership Exchange. Today I'm joined by Matt Fry, who's going to be representing both PokitPal and Furthr. So I'd love to start by asking you to talk about those two businesses and how you're actually working together.
Yeah, first off, thanks so much for having me, Kelly. It's a pleasure to be here. I might talk about PokitPal first, and I'll talk about Furthr. PokitPal is a technology platform that powers a network of card-linked programs. And what this means in each of those programs is there's a suite of card-linked offers where all the customer in the program has to do is link any existing Visa or MasterCard that they have. Whenever they use that card to transact with any of their merchants, they automatically get rewarded with cashback on their purchase.
Awesome. Okay, and so how does Furthr fit into this?
Furthr is one of the programs that's powered by PokitPal, so we use PokitPal's technology as our back end. So we're one of about 18 different programs across the network. Others include Beam, Raise, Employment Heroes just launched, Doing Good Rewards, Aura WorkIt. So there's a big bunch of them that are doing really well.
Yeah, awesome. And so how have you guys handled the 2023 economic changes so far? Has there been any trends?
Yeah, it's really interesting. It's hard to know because we've been in a rapid state of growth ourselves. So we can look at things like, discretionary spend across some of our bigger brands, but generally we're seeing all of that lift simply because our businesses are growing so much. I think cashback seems to be a bit a bit protected as an industry generally from a general economic downturn, because you get this purchasing behavior where people are more reward focused or discount focused. They're looking to get something back. So I think those two things playing together means we've done really well out of it, but not counting our chickens on it either. It definitely is a tougher economic time than it has been, and it's important that we have the right rewards, the right brands for the user base to keep them engaged.
So I'd love to know what actually makes your guys' program, so the CLOs, different to traditional cashback.
Yeah, totally. Great question. The really big innovation we think we're bringing to the space is around the customer experience. So a traditional rewards or loyalty experience usually has something you have to do before you get your rewards. So if you're shopping in store, you might have to remember to carry around your 10 stamp coffee card to get that one extra coffee. If you're transacting online, usually it's using a coupon or clicking a link to activate before a purchase. With card-linked offers, as long as your card is connected to the program and you use that card when you shop, it'll work every time. So removing that point of activation before every step, meaning users don't miss out on rewards and they always get rewarded.
Awesome. So I'd be interested to know, are there any other trends that you're seeing this year?
Yeah, I think there's some really interesting ones. Firstly, on the merchant side, and this is probably the more broader partnerships category in general, but marketeers are really honing in on bottom of funnel solutions. So making sure they can attach value to the marketing spend. It's not just about clicks, it's about driving sales. We're quite fortunate in that. Our tracking technology is matched straight back to the transaction, so it's very easy to attribute, hey, I put my marketing budget into this program, I can see the exact amount of sales and transactions that are being won from it. And then the other bit is on probably institutions or organizations that either issue cards or have a large group of members where they want to offer rewards. We're getting a huge amount of inbound around bringing our experience and our merchants into those environments. So we've got right at the final stages of contracting with a major bank on powering their rewards program using CLO. We've got just launched with Employment Hero, actually. I think I mentioned that earlier, but yeah, Employment Hero have just come to market using us as our back end. And then we've got a couple of other really major tenders out at the moment, similarly. But the insight seems to be that if you're a card issuer or you have members in your organizations who use cards, the preferred merchants, the preferred type of rewards in the future is going to be CLO.
I mean, it makes sense. It's whatever's easier for the user is going to be more readily adopted. It's going to be the preference for the customer. So it's kind of a win-win.
Yeah, I think that it attracts a higher value of customer overall as well. The traditional rewards or cashback space, which is fantastic, but it's very good at big sales, big discounts, big tactical periods during the year. People are willing to take the time to find the best offer that's right for them. There's a really valuable audience that might not be willing to go through all of those steps. So I think your working professionals a bit more time poor, value convenience. They might pay more for an Uber than a taxi, for instance. They're the audience that seems to be attracted to a CLO type program. And that's where the win-win comes in, because we've built this experience, great network of customers. These customers then typically tend to be higher spenders. So it's mutually beneficial for the brands as well.
Yeah, makes sense. So how can advertisers make the most of working with you?
The obvious answer is to partner with us. So step one, give it a go if you haven't already. Really easy to get set up. There's no technical integration. All we need is a piece of paper, contract signed, and some basic information about your business. The best type of program though is one where not too closed off in terms of the types of offers you want to promote. So things like new versus existing splits or doing really tactical SKU level offers aren't the best fit for CLO. CLO is really about more of that loyalty mechanic, so trying to get all of your customers spending with you more often and spending more when they do.
Yeah, so it's kind of meeting the customer acquisition objective and the customer loyalty all in one.
Yeah, and we try and work with all of our merchant partners to demonstrate that incrementality, not just across new customers but across existing as well. There's things we can do within that. We can put in place things like minimum spend or incentives to try and get them to purchase more. And again, because we've got that transactional layer data, we really have a good understanding of what that incremental spending looks like over time.
Yeah, awesome. And what are advertisers most surprised to learn, I guess, when they start working with card-linked offers or with Furthr directly?
Yeah, definitely the ease of setup. There's no technical deployment, as I mentioned earlier. So if you're an e-com business, you don't actually need to put anything down on your site, no tag deployments. And the really big innovation in this space has been when we work with in-store partners. So a lot of what we've seen working with businesses like Partnerize is we'll start working with the brand on their online store. They see some good results and they want to roll it out to in-store. Because we use Visa, MasterCard and FPOS scheme data, as long as their store locations accept card payments, we're already set up technically. So again, there's no technical integration. All you need to do is give us a bit of information about your stores and we can start the program straight away.
And another great thing to highlight obviously is the integration that we have with PokitPal and Furthr, which basically allows the data to be sent via API versus manual upload. So in terms of like data security and real-time information, like that becomes obviously a lot easier and a priority.
Yeah, fantastic point. We look and feel the same as any other partner or publisher you would have in your overall affiliate program. The data is fed into Partnerize in real time. Bringing that in-store data in as well is something we can do. So yeah, it's really easy to get set up, and then once you're set up, really easy to manage the ongoing program as well.
Yeah. So are there any other interesting benefits to working with CLO?
Yeah, definitely. Like we talked about how it seamlessly works across in-store and online, but the other piece that the technology facilitates, so we're getting some really good feedback on, is around returns. We can track and manage both full and partial returns in real time. There's no need for manual month-end reconciliations if you're a high returns business, like most e-com platforms are. So that's been a major benefit. And how that works is simply, if you think about when you make a purchase, it looks like a positive transaction. A partial return just looks like a segment of that, but a negative entry. And we protect the user from fraud by any business we work with that has, say, an extended returns window. Maybe it's 30 days if you're an online fashion partner. A user's not able to withdraw their cashback or access it until that returns window has passed. So you don't get this like really common, I guess, behavior where people try and take advantage of cashback programs, which is buy a whole lot of goods, return them all, and then try and get my cash back.
Awesome, thank you. And look, it's a great point because that ensures that the profitability is protected for the brand as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, well, thank you so much for speaking with us, Matt. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much as well.